Hey, everybody from YouTube and Facebook. 'Cause I'm gonna put this on Facebook too. Also, alright, got something in my eye. So I'm at the Blue Jacket Park again. It's morning time on Sunday, the 19th. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna yawn. Oh. Made you dizzy. Sorry, I didn't want you to see me yawning. I don't know why. I don't know. So nobody's been bothering us about staying here overnight. We keep the RV quiet and dark. We only use like a hall light to see anything, which is fine. We don't even run the generator because we're in neighborhoods. We're trying to be respectful and quiet as if we're not even here. Maybe that's what's keeping us here. Allowing us to stay here at night. I don't know. I'm not going to question it. Just going to keep going like it is. So we're going to go back to the same parking spot we were at yesterday, which was off of Bennett and 50, next to the Wawa. It's where the public library is, parking lot. I got menswear, I think, there too, or something. I don't know. But it wasn't full or anything, so we found a spot to put the RV, and it was nice. No security guards there or anything, so we didn't get kicked out. Because we did park at the Fashion Square Mall where the Dillard's is. So I think it's going out of business. They only have one entrance that they'll use now and stuff. So a lot of the parking spot there is vacant. So we thought we'd be okay. Because, we were just there in the daytime. We're not bothering nobody. I had to use Planet Fitness to go take a shower anyways. And we were out of the way. But evidently my husband forgot to tell the security guard my wife's at Planet Fitness. That's why I parked here, because she had to go take a shower, go do Planet Fitness. He wasn't thinking that. He just freaked out because the security guard said that he can't stay there. I would have said, oh, my wife's in there shopping or something, but it's fine. Didn't really have good internet reception there anyways. So we ended up in that parking lot off of Bennett and 50 where the public library is. And we were fine. No security guard there, obviously. Nobody bothered us, told us to leave or anything. So we stayed there all day and then came back to the Blue Jacket Park to sleep before it got too dark. Since probably can't still see the white lines at night with this big old RV. That huge thing is like driving a city bus. I think the city buses, though, I know for a fact, are a lot wider. So, which is good. This is not as wide as a city bus, because poor guy, he's doing really good, though. He's getting better, more confident in it. Just not ready for the night time because you can't see the white lines. So maybe invent some lights to put on the side of the RV that flash down on the road so he can see the white lights when he's looking out the side mirrors, making sure he's staying in the lines. So as far as traveling goes in the RV, it won't be at night. It will always be docked somewhere at night, or parked somewhere at night. When we go traveling out of state, I can't wait to travel out of state. Just gotta wait for our 2 adult children to move out. One needs to finish his GED and the other one is going into Job Corps. So we're waiting for Job Corps to have an opening so she can leave and go do that and have her career and stuff. So this is our RV life right now, is parking lot hopping around. Which I don't recommend it if you're not financially set, and we're not financially set. My income is not a steady income right now. And so our money starts to disappear quickly because of gas. And then, so I'll have to do the inside of the RV for YouTube because I did it live on Facebook. But I'm going to do another one, and we have a refrigerator that decided to stop working the day before Thanksgiving. It had a very strong ammonia smell to it, so it sprung a leak. some type of gas leak. Right before Thanksgiving. So we've been without a fridge for that. We have been looking around, and I found one in Port Orange that I could pull out and, and have, like, buy. I just have to take it out of the guy's RV. I've messaged him, and it was the only way to message him is through email, and he never responded. So there was another guy that had one. I'm like, oh, that looks nice, and I forgot to measure and ask him for the measurements. And so when we got to his house, it was too tall. Great price, but too tall. So we're still got no refrigerator, but I do use the refrigerator part as a pantry, and then the freezer part, since it's so well insulated, I'll buy a bag of ice, and the ice, especially when it's nice and cold out like it is now, will last for at least a few days before it's totally water. So, but it'll help the freezer part stay cold, so I can put milk in there, and if I have meat for dinner that night, I can put that in there and stuff. So I mean that helps. It's better than having a cooler sitting in your RV, because the cooler takes up space. So we're dealing with that. We're still dealing with a leak in the RV. Evidently, when you buy it from a dealership, they know how to make used vehicles look like they're pristine, because we didn't see no leaks or anything. But when you have a slide out, it leaks. So we have to keep the slide in when it rains. I have like a water stain on my roof now that goes all the way into the bathroom. So don't know. We're still trying to research that and figure it out. We lost the awning our first night in a RV lot that we did have, but we couldn't stay because it was too far for the kids' schooling, and it depleted our money with all the traveling. So, but a gust of wind came by, just out of the blue. A gust of wind came by, and our awning went up over our roof. So, don't have an awning. And the awning broke the dome, the top layer of the dome over the shower. The second layer of the dome is fine, but we'll have to replace that. So we got to replace our awning. It didn't break the awning material, but it broke the arms off. But we don't have any place to hold on to an awning, so somebody at the RV lot before we left took it. So we have to replace the awning, figure out where the leak is when the slide's out, replace the dome over the shower. The bedroom windows, they're nice and big, but only the bottom part will open, and it's, a crank type of opening, so you don't like slide them up and down. It's just a crank. One of the windows don't crank no more, and it just flaps. So we have to replace that. So we tape that window shut. So we have one window that will open now, which we have to be careful because it's starting to not want to. It doesn't want to close tight anymore. So I got to make sure that doesn't break to where we can't open that, because that's very stuffy in the bedroom. We don't run the AC in the RV right now because it takes up more gas to use the generator to do that. If we have to, we have no choice because we're just deathly sweating because there's no air coming in. We will for a little bit to cool it off, then turn it off. So let's see. The AC was making noises, the front AC, but it's not now, so we don't know. But we're like, okay, good. It fixed itself. At least we think it works better now. Let's see. Oh, the tub needs to be replaced because it's got a crack in it, and it's been repaired, but repaired sloppy. But I have been able to stand in it, and it doesn't fall through. So, I mean, it's still usable. Just gotta be careful. The hose on the back of the toilet that supplies the water to it, so you can flush it. it had a leak, and the leak was so bad that it was causing the floor in our bedroom, the carpet, to get all soaking wet. And so we had to take that off and put it in on the end of that hose so to stop the water from coming out. So we have no water going into our toilet, so we have to do the old school way, just pour water in when you're done using the bathroom. So we got to fix that issue. Let's see, got to put a seal around the kitchen sink because that's not sealed up, and when I was washing dishes, underneath the sink would be all wet. The floor and everything, and there would be all wet. Seal that up. The screws are all stripped that hold the for the AC, where you put your AC filter. They're on the ceiling. The screws don't even hold that up. We have like maybe 2 screws, so I don't know, it's all stripped. So we got to fix that. The door's starting to mess up to where we can't close it without shutting it hard. So we got to fix the door. Oh, the steps. This evidently this dealership, it was one of those where they buy an RV off of somebody, or they help them. Well, they will buy an RV and then sell it, but then they'll also help somebody sell it themselves, sell it for them. So the steps don't work. And we thought maybe we'd be able to just take it off and put manual steps on there, but we haven't been able to do that because it was more expensive to fix than we thought. So we have steps that we can't use, so we have them zip tied closed so that way we can drive around. So I had to buy a stool so I could get up in the RV because it was getting very hard to pull myself up into the RV because when you have it up, raised up off the tires and stuff, it's higher up off the ground. So you need the stairs. So I had to buy a stool just to be able to get in and out of my RV. Let's see. Oh, there is no AC that works in the RV when you're driving. At the driver front part where you go to turn on the AC so you can have AC in your face when you're driving. That don't even work. Don't know what that issue is. I did have my mechanic look at it, and he couldn't figure out some of that, what some of the stuff was, but he was able to tell me what were the good stuff. There's a spot in the back where your black tank and gray tank is, and it has like a faucet out there to like do outdoor showers or clean up outside. And it also has where you put water in for your freshwater tank. Well, there's also supposed to be a pump, a water pump there too. It's not there. I don't think I realized it wasn't there when we were looking at it at the lot. Obviously, I didn't notice it. I would have said something. But where the hot water heater part is that heats up the water, it's on the other side of the RV. There's a water pump right there, and there's also stuff in it like the person was winterizing, so he could winterize the RV. The person who owned this before was doing a lot of his own stuff as well. So I don't know if he took the water pump from where it was supposed to be and moved it, or maybe this one has to have 2 water pumps. I didn't take the opportunity, or think about it when I was at the RV lot for 2 months to test all this stuff out. Well, one thing is we were short on money, and then Brian was also worried about, well, what if we break something? Then we won't be able to fix it. And, because this is all new. We have no idea what we're doing. So he didn't want to try and do something and then it break, and then we have something else to fix more and stuff because we don't know what we're doing. There is no manual to tell you how to work your RV. They have books on your RVs and tries to explain, but it's a book for, you know how you get something that's to wear and it's one size fits all? Well, it's a book for one size fits all RVs. Not pertaining to your Pacific. I mean, because it just, they don't write the books for each Pacific RV. So you're still lost on how your RV functions. Or what does your black tank look like? How is the pipes? Or do they interact together? Or are they separate? Weird. So we're all having to learn by experience. So when we get a chance to get to a lot, like a campground or whatever, and they have full hookup, I'm going to fill my freshwater tank up and turn on the water pump and see if the water pump that's in a different spot is the one that will work for allowing water to flow through my sinks and showers. Or do I need two? Some RVs will use two, just depending. I don't know. The book won't say if this one takes two or one. So, let's see what else. I have a drawer I need to fix. It's off its hinges. So I gotta get new hinges for that. Let's see. I still gotta get a screen cover for the window on the passenger side. The visor on the passenger side is only half on, half off. Screws just fell right out. A lot of these screws in this RV is stripped. Weird. I need a cover for an outlet on the outside of my RV. Because rainwater got in there when the awning blew off. Water got into the outlet, which also caused the outlets in my kitchen inside to not work. But the sun dried everything out, and so now my outlets in the kitchen work again. So we took and duct taped the outlet on the outside of the RV closed. So we're also having to learn how to use a generator, how to, we check the oil and like, oh, there's no oil, so we put oil in it. I don't know if you need special oil for generators or not, but we just used the oil that we had in the van because that's all we got. It worked fine. We started it up and everything. It seemed to be fine, so I don't know. When you don't have the funds and you're parking lot hopping, you just do what you gotta do. And try to make the best of the situation. This is taking a toll on me. I want to be able to park my RV somewhere and open it up. Last night, Willow got home so late. Her brother was on the couch, and then we were already in our room, and she was so tired she didn't even fold the table down. So my daughter's taller than me. She's like 6 something or she's taller. So she's like got the stool that I use. Her feet are she's like on the bench, hanging off the bench with her, resting the rest of her feet on the stool. Because she was too tired to fold the table down. To sleep on a more open bed. So it's stressful. I have a diabetic husband, type 1, not 2, type 1, insulin dependent, and I have to make sure that he's eating properly because his sugar will go up and down, and with all this hopping around, he's gotten so stressed that his sugar goes low a lot now, without any warning. he's got some other health issues that are appearing now. So being diabetic is not fun, especially type 1. It's a lot harder and more serious than type 2. Type 2 is also very hard and serious as well. Type 1 is just even more difficult because there's not as much, you can't reverse it, and it can be harder to maintain than type 2. It's also harder for some people who don't have indoor job experiences to get jobs when you only have outdoor hard labor experience and you don't have any schooling for anything else. But even being a cashier, if you can affect it, especially with him right now because it's gotten worse because he's older. His body's older. Our spirits, our souls are so young, but our bodies are so old. So he's working on his disability with a disability lawyer and stuff. So hopefully it'd be nice if it'd kick in now. Then we'd have a steady income instead of my iffy income. But yeah, so that's basically our RV life right now. The ups and downs of outlaw RVing, parking lot hopping, trying to not get caught or kicked out, so you have a place to chill, especially at night. So yeah, I don't know what else to say right now. There are more issues that are going on with the RV. There are some things that we have been able to fix, but I'll do another video inside for you guys YouTubers and stuff, so you can see what it looks like inside, because I can't figure out how to paste my live videos from Facebook onto YouTube. I thought I could, but I can't. So anyways, I will see you guys later on, and hopefully I won't be so emotionally just down. I'll be my perkier self. It is morning and everybody else is still sleeping in their RV, so they need to start waking up so we can leave the park and go to the parking lot. So anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye.